morning.
Good morning.
Yo, what's up?
Good morning.
Welcome to another episode of the Disruption Podcast.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our first episode for 2020.
First episode of the year, first episode of the decade.
Yeah, the voice.
True that. It is too, man. You guys are welcome to the 20s of the 20s. It's good to see you here. Thank God you all made it as well. It's good to be here with all of you. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I was actually talking to the people, not you, but cool. It's calm.
that's
Chief of the Surgeon in the building.
It's Smawa.
It's Prince.
It's Young
Wait.
Jollof Rice.
Wait, is everyone changing their names for the decade or something? Or?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Mawa, Prince, Young
I've
Jo-
always been
yeah,
Prince.
That's what it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
this guy's name used to be Ayo.
Isaiah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang, I forgot
changed
about
I
it,
actually
man.
missed that. Ayo.
I like that.
You got
Hey,
tired of the
can you say it one more
preparation.
time for the people?
It's Ayo.
Love it.
So it's the new year, huh? So what did everyone get up to, man?
New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
Eve and then day.
Heard you're starting off.
Yeah.
You were at home, weren't you, man?
Huh? Yeah. Hey, I'm going front. Yeah. New Year's Eve.
You have to be at home if you have children.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. No, like, look, yeah, New Year's Eve, I had like plans.
Yeah.
But then it hit like 10 p.m. and I was like, nah, I can't be bothered. And I just sat home with the fam. Like, literally so weird, yeah. My mom, dad, brothers, my niece was like, we're all home. We just all stayed home. And we just all like vibe in the living room.
That's
Now-
not bad.
So,
That's
and
nice.
I was just, and to be honest, I realized, hey, that house here is the same thing over and over. If you go out.
It's just another night.
Yeah, it's just another night. And people just go clubbing and I'm just like, hey, to be honest,
I ain't with all that.
you know, gonna go out, same people gonna get lit. Like I ain't with it. So I just stayed home, watch a movie and that. It was rap
So
season.
you don't like your friends. Okay.
Jeez.
Nah, like I just
Truth
want
comes
to
out.
I want to do something different.
Are you one of them ones that put up a post if I didn't, you know, what's it called? If
Bro, I didn't
bring
have
you to
social
the
media.
meal
I
with
don't
me?
know what you're talking about. I don't even have social
Shit,
media.
shit.
I was just chilling at home. I watched the fireworks on TV with the fam
Nice.
and passed out 12:30. I passed out.
Nice. Nice and concise, isn't it?
Nah, nice and quick, innit?
That's
Yeah.
cute.
That's the one,
That's
right?
cute. What did I get up to? I was with my nephew and my mum. We went to the 9:30 fireworks carnival. It was so funny. There was a fight. Yeah, there was a fight between these older men. It was just hilarious. Like out of nowhere, in the middle of like hundreds of people, they just started fighting because someone cut the queue. And I was like, really? Fireworks
go
are
on a
going
ride
off
or
in like
something, or what?
fireworks are going off in 10 minutes and you guys are here
Wait, hold on.
fighting.
You were at near the MCG?
No,
Dandy.
Dandy Nong one.
I was actually meant to get it,
Yeah.
and then I looked, and it was like 9:20. I was like, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, nah.
So I was like,
Fireworks
so-
went off at 9:25.
Jeez.
But you know, it was good. It was fun. And then we went to this guy's house for some
Who's this guy?
prayers. Mr. Dan, Mr. Chiff.
Yeah.
Prayed our way into 2020.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's what happens when you grow up Nigerian, innit? Nah, it's dope though. Every year, like every New Year's that I can remember at least, yeah, it's been at like, it used to be at church. They do like we call it watch night service. So it's like, obviously you start praying that night. Just pray about different things, Thanksgiving music, all of that. It's dope. It's like everyone's real just mad happy and
Yeah.
all that. Then there's a nice feast after that. And then obviously now that we're not at that church no more, it's, what's it called? We do it at our house and that. And there's a whole group of people that come down and yeah, man, it was not bad.
Nice.
It's actually dope. So some of the boys came down. This guy was gonna come, but I don't know what happened. And then man, like Jeremy as well, bro. The dude calls me up on the day. Hey, we still on for tonight? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so what did he say, bro?
The funny thing is, at like 11, he called me up. Hey, so you going? And I was like, I don't know, man. I think I might be chilling with the fam. I was like, yeah, to be honest, I don't know. I think I might do some goal setting.
yeah. You
Yeah.
spend
And I was
the
like,
whole evening doing
yeah.
goal setting. But it was
And
good.
I was like, all right, sweet ass. He's like, yeah, if you go, you go. You know? He's like, ah,
He asked one dumb question though. I think he said like, "Is it still on?" I'm like, "Yeah, New Year's Eve is still tonight, bro." So yeah, it's definitely still on.
no, but what man was trying to do, yeah, man, we were trying to go there for the worship.
Yeah.
You know how like we do the prayer and the worship goes for like what 30 minutes. We're just trying to go there, do the worship, and then we're trying to gap after that because we wasn't trying to stay out. So
But now, yeah, we did that. It was cool. And then, yeah, that's that.
What'd you get up to?
I went to the city and saw the fireworks.
That's nice.
Was it
It
cool?
was all right. It's messy.
did you guys?
Because I've never gone to the
Yeah.
city. I've been
Which
in the
one?
city and I've seen it, but yeah.
The
Whereabouts you
midnight
go?
fireworks at Fed?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Yeah.
Flinders, Docklands.
Flinders.
Oh, yeah, that one is just it's
Ah.
hectic.
Like, it's just messy.
Yeah.
Like, forget the people. Like, the actual firework display is not impressive.
Not organized?
Like, they're literally just shooting
Things in the
crackers
sky.
in the sky and that's it.
I've never seen
There's
that.
no
though.
actual show element.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
isn't. It's just
I was
fireworks.
like,
and
I
that's
remember-
it.
bro, I should produce this.
When I went, like,
Honestly, I
like-
had amazing ideas. Like, as if you wouldn't do like
yeah.
10 really quick shots of buildings for the countdowns that spell out the numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No one thought of that, huh?
I don't
Dummies.
think- I don't think on that level yet.
Bro. Yeah.
But yeah, I went like to fireworks like 3 years ago. I don't. That time was like dope. Like the fireworks like went off, and I was like, "This is nice."
Yeah.
But then,
You know, I had this crazy thought maybe at like 11:30, 11:45-ish. I was like, how many people tonight,
yeah.
like this is New Year's Eve, right? How many people tonight are going to have sex with somebody that they do not know or like or love or want to have a child with and end up getting pregnant?
Oof.
Damn.
You think that happened?
Because it's definitely happened. Like, it's
Yeah, no,
like
it would
multiple,
have.
multiple.
I
It
thought it
would
was just a
have.
hookup. I was like, that's it.
Yeah, but some people take it
But
that
some people
extra step.
Go
No
all
way.
the way with them.
All them
Yeah.
September babies, huh?
Hook up turns into a hook in.
Sorry. Locked up or what? Bro, all them
Oh,
set babies, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So they
Wow.
meet at the city. Happy New Year, mwah, mwah, and the next thing you know, they're going back to apartment.
Yep.
Next
This
a
guy's
lot of-
acting so shook. Like
next
he's
New Year's,
No, like, I'm
next New
actually
Year's
so
Eve,
shook.
they've got a little 3-month-old with them.
No way.
Yeah, that's interesting.
this guy's so shook.
I actually never knew that. I thought it was just a quick kiss.
Fireworks
With a
inside the
stranger.
bedroom.
Spicy guy, right? But not that
Wowie.
that's what came to your mind instead of like, yo, I'm so
No,
happy
because
that
I
I've
was
come
looking,
through.
I was
I've
looking
come
at all
through the
these
year.
people around like
looking
the
around.
place, and it was
Yeah.
like busy as, and I was like, damn, like obviously clubs have to be going off right now.
Yeah.
Some people are making dumbass decisions right
You know
now.
what's crazy? That was
That's
on
true.
what day was New Year's Eve? Tuesday night?
31st.
Guys, man, moving like Jeremy, bro.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, yeah?
Yeah.
And then people went club. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I know it's New Year's Eve and that, but doesn't it feel different? It's Tuesday. Like,
Yeah,
yesterday was Monday.
It's
Yeah.
not a nice weekend.
What?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
man.
think everyone's on holiday, so it doesn't matter even what day it is these days.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, true that. I'm still like
The
trying
days
to figure
between
out.
Christmas, New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
it's
nah.
a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a waste.
That is
It's a waste. Bro, we don't need those 5 days.
Get to it, yeah?
We just need to change calendar. 25th, 31st. All right, let's go.
Let's
Wrap it
start.
up,
Let's
yeah.
start.
I don't think that's how it works.
What you
but
guys do on New Year's
sure.
Day though? I was working, so mine's not
park.
exciting. That's dope, man.
Water park. Yeah, it's all
Oh
right.
yeah,
Wait, you showed
That's
your
good.
toes in public? Nor?
Then big toes.
he
Damn.
did.
Nah, because, you don't like men showing their toes in public.
No, but
your thing.
that's see. No one listens when I speak. At home is perfectly fine. At the beach or like pool or
Yeah.
anything, that's perfectly fine. Anywhere else, if you're a big man, don't show your toes.
So shopping center man can't wear thongs.
Absolutely not.
So if it's a hot day, they're going to the shop.
Unless it's a shop that's right next to the beach or something.
Whoa, I dead as wear tongs to
Thongs?
Damn.
Okay.
But so on a warm 40-degree day, they can't just wear thongs to the shops.
Yeah.
You have to wear sneakers and socks.
No.
Yes.
Hey, no. I'm with
No.
Mawa.
Absolutely
No.
not.
No.
I will
Bro,
never
be
forget.
quiet.
Hold up, let me
No, be quiet. No,
Bro, I was doing a management
You
unit.
disrespect.
Man, what is
Hold
this
on.
management unit?
Yeah, what does it have to do with
Bro,
anything?
I was
hold on.
doing a management unit, right? This is maybe second, third year uni. This guy's in my class. Must have been like 2 meters 10.
Yeah. Taller than me, huh?
Wog, right?
Okay.
Hairy fella. Birkenstocks.
Ah, man.
Hairy toes.
Ah.
And I was just like, bro, why are you doing this? Like, I can't concentrate. You have 4 hands.
Oh my gosh.
That moving
Hey,
like
come
a
on.
primate, bro.
And look, like, have you ever like? So you need to go shops. You need to go somewhere. Yeah.
Nah, I wear socks with my
You
slides.
can't. You can't.
Yes.
Aye.
Yeah.
Socks and slides. That's the move.
That's the move, bro.
Sometimes I can't find my
No.
slides, so I just put whatever is there.
Socks
Yeah.
and thongs is a no-go. Can't be doing them
Oh,
things.
that's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
that how
What
you
the
move?
heck?
That's how you move?
Nah, sometimes I can't find my slippers. Hey, so.
Sometimes he takes his mom's shoes.
Out in public?
Yeah.
You know when you gotta run the bins.
Ah, all the time.
all the time,
That's
bro.
wearing
I,
heels.
Half the foot's hanging out. The
My mom's got small feet. Bro.
I got
Level
one
up,
Nike
man.
and I got one heels on. I don't know,
Jeez,
bro.
man. Yeah, what else y'all get up to,
Interesting.
man? Oh, you did something dope, didn't you?
No, I had work.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
That double pay.
Bro, we are doing nothing with our lives.
Wait, who's we? Who's we?
Yeah,
Who's we?
I realize I don't want to
I
work.
don't-
I don't want to work anymore. I don't care. Like,
Oh wow.
Oh, you talking about work? Oh, I think it was just talking about what we've been doing.
I feel the opposite.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to be busy with productive stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, productive stuff,
definitely.
but I
Not
don't
work
I don't
necessarily.
I don't
yeah.
work anymore, man.
But you gotta make your money somehow for now.
True.
so-
Well, that's crazy. Yeah.
I figure out, man, we gotta stop following the crowd, man.
What that mean? What's
Like-
the crowd? I don't know what
Okay,
the
so
crowd's doing
example.
right now.
Okay, let's talk about New Year's example. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Right.
crowd is news is telling us the proper way to
What's the
celebrate.
move? What's the move?
Yeah, what's the move? And
It's
the proper way to
fireworks.
celebrate is this.
Yeah.
Right? So then the crowd is like, oh snap. Like I followed the crowd. I ain't gonna lie. I followed the crowd for years.
Sheep.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I was man's with sheep, yeah. You know what I mean? Man's like I didn't even know man's was meant to go to the city for fireworks. Like you could go to Dandy for fireworks, you know. Like I'm not gonna lie, you know, the news that just passed here. I literally went outside and I watched fireworks from my home.
Yeah.
Like that,
It's
that's
It
possible.
was going on outside. Yeah.
like it's not so bad after all.
But I don't think it's wrong to like
Yeah, no, it's not.
celebrate with
Definitely.
people on occasions.
Yeah, but
I think following the crowd like sheepishly is, you know, those people that it's like mad FOMO, and it's like every single week it's like, oh, what's the move? Okay, let's just go
Yeah.
there. And it's like, bro, do you dictate anything in your
Yeah.
life, or do you just listen to what other people are going?
I think last year a lot of people were following. Well, I mean, people that I know, they were kind of like following the crowd, and then it's like, man, I hope like this year, you know, people follow their own direction. Because following the crowd can be dangerous, bro. It's like this is not you, and I feel like we all know people's like that is not you. Because that was me too. I was like, bro, this is not you hanging out with these people and doing these things. Like you prefer movies and you prefer dinners and you prefer
Fam.
this, right? You don't. Because I like last week I was talking to my friend, you know, he was telling me, yeah, I'll stop doing all this, blah blah blah, and I was like, man, like all your friends are still doing it, so why don't you do what they do? And he's like, hey, yo, the thing with me is that was never me, and for me that just got me. Like it's either you or it's not you, if that
Yeah.
kind of makes sense. Like me growing up, like that was never me. You dig? But then there was a phase where it's like that was me because the crowd was hanging around it.
Don't you guys find it crazy how like, sure you can do something that's not you, but it's because you're in the crowd, blah blah. You're what's
Yeah.
it called? You're moving with them. These are your people, and then you come to a point of realization that's like, okay, this actually isn't me.
Yeah.
But it's like, what do you
Because
do
a lot
now?
of the time when you're doing that stuff at the start, it's like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like, it's lively and whatnot. And then it's a period of time that's proportionate to the thing that you're doing. Like, for example, if it's something dumb, maybe within 15 minutes, you'll be like, all right, why are we doing this?
What's the point of
But
this?
if it's something that's like actually kind of exciting, or, you know, like some people do illegal stuff, make some money, and then like 3 months in, they're like, whoa, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, it comes to a point where you're like, hold up, like, wait, what? What is happening?
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm not necessarily thinking of like illegal things or
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
things. Sometimes it could just be things that there's no point of doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like I could literally do something better with my time. That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I don't know. For me, it's like, oh, that's kind of crazy.
So what, 2020 is the year of not following the crowd?
Like 2020 is like the year of finding. I feel like last year should have been the year of like finding who you are, and then this
2020
year,
is
Yeah.
the year of,
implementing what you've learned. And what are you gonna say though?
it's the year that we learn how to dodge enlisting into the army.
Oh,
Oh. Oof.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oof.
3 days deep into the year, bro. It's messed up. I woke up and I'm like, oh snap, this okay. This is what we're doing now, bro.
Yeah,
like
man.
I just
it
woke
was
up
legit.
and dived into
I
it, bro.
did not think it was legit.
All right,
Hey,
so
background,
long.
background.
Okay,
Someone
Siri.
break it down to the.
Break it down, break it down.
How many miles did I ran today?
What's happening in 2020?
Donald. Donald has
And someone
done
break it down because I'm not on social media, so I don't know
And
what's
like
going on.
DT and that.
The big Donald. So basically, Iran's top general in the army was in Iraq, and the guy's he was a mad guy, like very terroristic in his approach, destroying the region, whatnot, blah blah blah. Big Trumpo said that's enough. Sent a missile. Boom.
So with the missile strike, did it get other people as well, or was it just?
I'm pretty sure it
only-
did.
Damn.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. I actually was. I wanted to look
crazy.
into.
But
it.
essentially, they killed this guy. They killed him in Iraq.
Are you able to kill
means
another
that-
country's general?
Bro, is like, think about it. Like, if they retaliate, is that not fair enough?
Yeah.
I don't want them to, obviously.
Yeah,
But it's fair enough.
but that's
right?
You started
you
it.
can't do that,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Like honestly, what do you expect them
started
to
it
do?
for
They
no
can't
reason.
sit back like, oh damn, our general's gone.
Yeah.
like they have to
Yeah.
do something.
But
yeah.
now there's new talks that it's like, because all this stuff, it's the mafia, right?
Yeah.
All these, it's just organized crime. That's all it really is, right? And there's talk that it's like the Iranian officials might have been
You know.
in cahoots with the Americans. Not cahoots. Well, I don't know what the term is.
Yeah, that's the word, cahoots.
Knocking boots. What?
Conspiracy.
But like they basically they agreed with America, like, oh, he's gonna be this look here or whatever, right?
Ah.
Because that's how the mafia moves anyway.
Yeah.
Fam, I
Because
watched The
if-
Irishman as
Oh,
well.
I need to watch that, bro. I do not have 3.5
Same kind
hours.
of thing, bro. Oh no, I watched it over 5 days, bro.
Nah.
5-6 days.
Is it that
Episodes.
3-hour movie?
Legit, yeah, 3.5.
3.5. I agree
But
with you.
yeah, damn, man. Like, but what the heck, bruv? What? That's mad. Like, you can just do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't, but he did it.
The fact that all of this is so public as well is just
What's hidden
ridiculous.
then?
Exactly. Everything is just so public.
The
I
memes are
don't know,
mad.
man.
Would you guys fight for your country?
Fight for our country.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, we're not doing this on recording. Hold on.
Right, we'll take a short break.
We'll answer.
No.
Yeah.
So did you hear Cardi B wants to move back to Nigeria?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Because she
Who?
performed there, she got
No.
mad love from there.
It's basically she's like, wow,
bet she might have
Donald's
to
going
fight.
crazy, and this is the year like everyone's talking about like going back to Africa. Yeah,
Yeah,
So she
they
was
started
like-
talking about the end of
she was
last
like,
The 2019,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
went to Ghana. Yeah.
yeah, that
No,
was
but that was
pretty
for a
cool.
performance, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Nah, they like literally just went back because it was like the year of the return or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Didn't
it.
they do Afro Nation there?
I don't know. That was way before, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
was, like,
Anyways.
July or something.
No, it was
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, they did
Everyone's
too.
returning.
But yeah, so she wants to go back to Africa.
But basically, she was like,
What you mean back?
I
Like
need
she
to
was
get
born
my
there.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I
Yeah.
was
But she was
saying.
like, I need to get my
Isn't she like Latina,
citizenship
bro?
because, like, America might be kind of crazy.
Nigeria. Okay.
And
Oh, she's
apparently, she
trying
has
to
roots there or something.
Avoid all the
Roots?
problems in America.
I mean, you're welcome. Like, come perform. I don't know.
Damn.
Do what you do. Like, I ain't gonna stop you.
Oh man, but nah, I was mad, man. But the memes of are we okay? I actually had this
So
question.
World War III, huh?
I really hope Australia
Imagine that
doesn't
being
get
trending the
involved in it.
third day into into the
year.
new year, man. That World War III is what's trending, fam. Y'all don't find that wild?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? I remember we spoke about this before about how memes are desensitizing the generation.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I don't
I think
know.
it's a good coping mechanism.
I don't.
It is.
I don't know what it is though. But
I think about it. If we're all gonna go to war,
Yeah.
get enlisted,
yeah. Shakira.
should we not at least have some fun beforehand?
I have to put that video in this.
Yeah, you do.
Go for it,
you
man.
do.
Wait, hold on. But do you think people are like making fun of things and laughs and
Yeah.
that
Okay. Look,
because it might not actually happen?
now look at this, yeah. Because I remember I saw there was a troop that was he put up a video and he was talking about like, yo, we actually really out here fighting
Yeah.
and you guys are making memes. Like, this ain't funny. Like, this is life or death. And I was thinking about like, does it got a point? Like, we're making light of the situation, but it's also like what you kind of just said. These people, or most people, all of us, kind of really don't think. And
It's gonna
do you think it's going to be mandatory enlistment? Like, is that a thing
I
that
don't
can
think
still
it
happen in
will.
this day and age?
I don't think it would be.
He doesn't answer. I see stressing.
I don't know.
But really, like, anyways, yeah, like what I was getting to is like people make a lot of it because it's like, sure, it was serious. It was the other thing as well is like, oh, war's been going on in Iran, Iraq, Middle East, like all this stuff's been going on now, but everyone goes crazy when one move
of
happens
course.
or whatever. Yeah. But it's still the thing, like, yeah, people don't believe it's ever gonna go beyond
Reach
that.
their
So it's
borders,
like, yeah, like it's never
To be
gonna come
honest,
to
it's
that.
just too expensive for another war to happen.
Yeah.
Like this is not a
Resources and
simple thing
everything.
where it's like, oh, you killed this person, now I'm gonna bring a whole country on you. Like politically, like there's levels to
Like
the
every
whole
country
thing.
is in everyone's pockets as well. Like, it's like you do this, you've lost this connection, this person providing this tax has gone high, and that, like it's.
Is the world a better place if we just all stayed in the countries that we originally are from?
Fam, who was saying this? Oh, we had this conversation on New Year's Eve actually, man. Like
Nah,
one of the homies was like,
that's tough.
what you basically just said now. One of the homies was literally like, like everyone should have just been where they were at and just leave it at
That's
that.
not a bad idea.
You know why we can't think it's good?
In an idealistic world where all the leaders of those countries are also good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why we kind of can't look back on it now is because we understand what migration is now. We've seen the benefits of. But even still, actually, what am I saying, bro? You probably don't even really need to. You don't need to go to another country to collaborate. There's geniuses within your own
Bro, honestly.
continents as well. Actually, you
And
don't
there's
need to
stuff
bring.
that you miss out on because your parents had to move or what? Like even the little things of life that are actually the things that you sit on your deathbed and think about, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Maybe if my parents never had to leave Iraq, it's like I would have actually had grandparents. I would have actually known my cousins.
no,
I would have
yeah,
actually, had a lifestyle that's totally different. That's actually more fulfilling.
All right, pros and cons: multiculturalism and
Because this is what it is.
what you
Real
call
quick,
it,
just to add on that.
Single culture, yeah.
Because this is what it is, first of all, yeah?
Okay.
Like, obviously, first we came down here for better education and future and opportunities.
But
Yeah.
then again, that's what we're saying.
But-
You're
but-
saying
but-
better education, but
but
it's
I'm
like
just saying-
that's
I'm-
possible back there too.
No,
It's definitely better to
It's
a
definitely
certain
better.
extent here.
Nah.
Well, you
No,
Yeah,
no, it is.
The,
It is.
the
talking
world's
about
youngest,
No, no, no.
the world's youngest medical engineer was from Africa, bruv. Like these things, look, but you
You're
can get these
taking
education.
out-
No, no, no,
You're
no.
taking outliers.
Outlier,
Yeah.
yeah, but
No,
I'm
but
saying
bro,
I
it's
guarantee
possible.
he's the child
Cuz-
or she's the child of some
But
well
yeah, no, this is what I'm saying. The greed is what's not causing it to be where it's at, but it's also very possible. Like,
Like,
it's,
okay.
it's there, yeah.
So, literally speaking, it is possible
yeah.
to distribute wealth, to like have education systems that run for everyone, male, female, everything. But the reality is that's literally why
up,
people
bro.
move, because of that
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
because example like when people say, "Oh, I walk to school." It takes me like 15 kilometers just to walk to school or whatever. Like those are like real stories. You dig what I'm saying? Like for me, I never got driven to school. It's always like walk to school. Even in Egypt, always like walk to school and that. But I come over here
I said driven, bro. Carry on.
Flued out.
driven to school. My bad. Yeah, you come down here like, bro, men don't have to walk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Transport here. You get your license, now it's up to you. I can drive wherever I want to go. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is over here, opportunities, things are like a lot easier. You feel what I'm saying? Over there, you just can't go out there and get food yourself. Over here, you can. You feel what I'm saying? Over there, it's like whenever the family's ready to eat, that's when you eat. If your mom ain't preparing any food, you ain't eating. But over here, it's like, oh, snap, I'm hungry. Bro, you can wake up at 12 and say, I'm hungry. Go drive through. You come back home, you got your meal. You feel what I'm saying? So in terms of like, and even in terms of like, Melbourne is the most livable city, stuff like that. And even in terms of like, Melbourne has the, what do you call it? In terms of average salary average, we average $78,000.
Yeah.
And that's the most compared to so many countries. We don't have that in Africa. You feel what I'm saying? So it just shows that like living here,
You know what I
way,
find?
way better. You could go anywhere.
Opportunities are endless.
Entrepreneur, this, that, all these doors are open to you. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I find crazy? So we say move back. Instantly in your head, you think in Africa. Someone else there thinking. Like, do you think everyone, when they say, because now we're making this thing of like Australia or Western society is the place everyone is. Is that I would say that's where everyone's moving to. Would you
Western
say?
society? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Like nobody migrates to Kenya.
I think
Yeah.
they do though at this point now.
I don't think so.
Nah.
The,
nah.
the only
Kenya.
people,
Yeah.
the only people are people that are
Opportunists, businessmen. and
that
yeah.
or fleeing
yeah.
like
Nearby.
death in a neighboring country.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's wild, bro. This crazy, well, crazy,
But
man.
going back to the question, yeah, I think if Africa, for example, or all these countries had the same opportunity as here, then staying at your own place won't be so bad. And my parents they don't think that we need to move anymore because they came here for like better opportunity. But if the opportunity was there, they're like, why the hell are we moving?
But it's
Bro,
like that, you know.
It's insane. My parents tell me like in the 60s, 70s,
Yeah.
Westerners would go to Iraq.
Yeah.
So like there was heaps of
It's
Italians.
kind of what you were
heaps
saying
of
about
French people.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
innit?
Yeah,
Back in the,
Yeah.
I don't remember when it was, but how
the UK saw.
You
it
know
as
what I
a
mean?
business
Things were
opportunity.
different, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like Africa can be fixed. It can definitely be fixed. It's just the generation that's in the politics, the generation that has all the power that needs to kind of like grow old and step out and then let the new gen, like the whole moving back thing. If all of us Africans here now, educate ourselves, not necessarily get degrees, but like, build up our wealth and stuff and go back, we can actually
I don't think
fix
so.
it.
What-
I reckon we can.
Because you're
we are-
actually not Sudanese.
We are 20 years
I'm
behind,
Sudanese.
bro.
No. You think you're Sudanese. Mm-hmm. You're Australian Sudanese. It's very different.
That's true. But how
Daniel's
does that
not
going to stop me
Nigerian. I
from
know
going
that.
back and changing?
Because you're
not
gonna
from
change.
there,
man.
You're gonna change things from an Australian perspective.
damn
as in like
You're gonna try and make
Sudan.
Australia
make
You're gonna you're
You're
shoving
gonna make
try and
Australia
Australia.
like
shift what
Australia.
I've. Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? It's
I know
literally
you
Is that
shut down
wrong
her
though?
argument.
Is that, no. I'm saying is that wrong though?
Yeah.
To try and change things
Alright.
because they've been doing things the same way for so long and clearly. It's
But
not
what you were
working.
talking about was corruption.
But now I'm saying. Why is it a problem that if I go and try and instill some things that I've literally taken from Australia and put it into Africa now?
It's not a problem. But the thing is it's not. I don't know. It might be a
Because-
bit different because it's like you are a Sudanese person. You have the interest, of the nation,
Yeah.
whatnot. But it's like people don't view things that way, right? It's the same thing as when America goes into all these nations, or the UK used to go into all these nations, whatnot, and they're like, we're gonna force democracy. That's the most undemocratic thing in the world, right? It's like, what if the people actually enjoy their
Dictatorship.
dictator?
Yeah, what they like.
You know, like just because someone like dictator has bad connotations, but it just means that it's one person that is in charge of everything. That's just what a president is.
Yeah.
I feel what Ma was saying though, because it's almost like you go, you travel, and you see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. Then you go back home and you say, hey, you guys been doing this all the way through. What if you try to do it this way? That might work.
Yeah.
Right? Because this has worked in this certain place for this amount of time. Right? Let's try something different. Because the way that we've been dealing with things, God has messed up for how many years now?
Yeah.
And right now, like I said, we're like 20 years behind. Right? Because of the deals that we're getting ourselves into, the countries we're getting ourselves into. We're not moving together as a nation.
Yeah.
We're allowing other leaders from different countries to come in and implement their stuff, which allows us to be even more behind.
You know what the problem with that thinking is though, is like that's the whole white savior mentality. Like
Yeah, I
why
can
do
see
they
why
need
it is.
somebody coming from Australia to come fix them? Why can't that same mind
Yeah.
be sparked within Sudan?
Because the people don't have a voice. Like the people literally don't have a voice.
But I'm
So
sure
how are you the
everyone
voice.
in. Huh?
But yeah, but exactly, why would anyone listen to your voice if you
because
go back
I'm
to
coming
Sudan?
from outside of
So
Sudan.
then that's the problem.
So
No,
you're,
no, that's
so
what I'm saying, I'm
saying.
coming.
You're literally doing the Christopher Columbus. I'm the white man. I'm here to fix your people.
But that's my home. Like
No,
that's
no.
where I was
She's
born.
going to,
You know what I mean?
I've traveled, I've seen what works, I've seen what doesn't work. Let's try a different strategy.
And it's like I'm coming in with not the mentality of like never lived here. I don't have family here. I'm just this random white man who thinks I can come and like save the place.
you-
It's like,
you
I was born
ultimately
here,
are.
I have family here.
Yeah.
But
But
you
you,
know
you,
where
went, you didn't.
my roots.
You
You
know
weren't
how
raised
people
on
are
that.
gonna view you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people are not gonna view you as
Yeah.
the
Hey,
same.
but at the same time, what's so bad about that? You dig what I'm saying? Because I think in terms of there's certain things that Australia's the best at. You dig what I'm saying? So it's almost like if they're the best at that, why can't you take that home and say, hey, this place is known. So example, apparently we have the best roads in Victoria. So if they're like it's 2-layer, yeah?
Debatable.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not. We'll figure it out soon.
Bad
yeah?
as it everywhere else, bro.
Huh? No, because I
Oh,
no.
No, 'cause, like, Sydney's tight,
No.
whereas here in
in terms of
Victoria's-
like, okay,
Good size.
okay, you know, this is what happens, yeah.
Yeah, the actual
you know,
city
you know when you're driving, like in those 2 lanes, and then when you're approaching like a big intersection,
Yeah.
the lanes is split into 3 now, so it allows it to be less busy. And then you go past the intersection, then 100 meters down, and then you break it down into 2.
Yeah.
That was like all strategic ways of
Right.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my instructor was telling me like we actually have the best what do you call it, road system,
Yeah.
right? So example, now you have that idea. If you go back home, that's an idea you can implement. Say, hey, these guys are actually the best at doing this. Why can't we implement this or be like on a similar level in terms of that? That's what it is. All these leaders deal with this a certain way. This leader, before he makes a decision or before she makes a decision, they have to consult this many people before the decision can be made. And that's how they're able to make the best decision rather than one person making that decision, right? So
is
you
that
go back home-
necessary anymore though with the internet?
What?
Is there a like? Because someone could just literally Google all that stuff from Sudan or
Google
from
what?
Yeah.
like how to make the best roads. They don't even need to know which country does the best roads.
I don't know if they do it or not, but I'm just saying to be able to go back and say, this is what
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
And this is how it's done, then bit. It's like, why don't we implement this?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's okay for you to travel and see, okay, what works and what
Yeah.
doesn't work and why it works. And then after we go back over there, because now we know why they have the best road system because of how they do their thing, right? So you go back over there and say, hey, yo, do it this way so that so it's less busy on busy days.
Mm.
And it's like
Right.
you're working alongside the people who are in
Yeah,
power.
yeah.
So it's not like I'm just coming
Yeah,
in and
yeah,
taking
yeah.
over
No,
completely.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so it could be looked at both ways in terms of like, hey, I'm the savior. I know I've seen this white man mentality or whatever, or it could be like, hey, I've traveled and this is what I've seen, and I've seen what works and I've seen what doesn't work. I've been to this place, to that place, to that place, and this place has the best system for this, and this is why, and so on as well.
You know what I found crazy? I remember I was kind of looking into it at one point. The continualization, you know what I'm trying to say?
No,
Continuation of colonization
Okay.
Yeah.
by France.
by France.
You know how they have the
still
colonial,
going.
the colonial tax that's like
All the colonies give them.
this. They're like that whole thing of like we came in, we built this
Yeah.
infrastructure, we
Yeah.
did this, we did that, and it's like to this day, I think it said there's like 14 countries.
Bro, you know how many countries have the French flag as their flag? It's ridiculous. There's a bunch. New Caledonia, there's heaps.
Bro, like they're out here still paying tax for the
That's
colonization
insane.
of their country or their nation from back in
That's
back
crazy.
then.
I will say though, every nation that the French colonized speak French
yeah.
really well.
Every they actually do, yeah.
No, because they speak their home, like their native tongue, and they speak French well.
Yeah.
Whereas every nation that was colonized by the Brits do not speak English.
Yeah, whoa, that's wild.
I don't know why. Like,
Don't be asking these questions, man.
cut.
Oh, gosh.
But bro, that's actually so facts.
Yeah, think all the like heaps
That's
of the
so
Arabic
fact.
world.
Yeah.
Congolese people speak like the French is on a whole other level.
Ivory Coast,
Yes.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire. Their nation is in French. The name of the country is in French.
Ooh, who was
Yeah,
it? Was
yeah.
it Dave that was talking about like they named the countries or the nations after what that you stole from us or
Yeah.
something? I'm like,
Yeesh.
but man,
Yeesh.
y'all been
wild.
seeing what else been going on out here, man. It's hazy out here in Melbourne, bro.
Bushfires.
Hazy out here.
Melbourne,
This is wild, man.
Sydney.
We don't
Like-
want the smoke, literally.
Bro, we started this year off. We're not a week deep in this year. And it's just crazy. I mean, the bushfires have been going on for a hot minute, but the intensity increased, man, over the
It's
past.
actually really sad.
It's
like,
sad.
It is
It's
so
sad.
Bro, I got really
Emotional.
Like, yeah. On what day was that, man? That was like Saturday when I hit you guys up, man. Like, I don't know what happened, bro. Like,
Yeah.
my mom, it was what my
Hey,
mom
guys,
said.
Daddy had a breakdown. On like different group chats. The guys
Yeah.
music. We gotta do something.
No, my mom said something that really hit her, man. Like, we were cleaning out the house, right? Like, we're cleaning, getting all our old furniture, appliances, like mad appliances, just chucking them all out, right? Clothes, we're getting rid of it. And then I was talking about the bushfires to my mom and that, and then she goes like, so she's like, you know what's crazy, man? Like, there's some people that have worked their whole lives
And lost the house.
and they lost it overnight. Like, she's like, in the space of one night, they've lost their whole life.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it
ridiculous.
just hit me. I was like, bro,
It's ridiculous.
man, like even yesterday, I was getting rid of some more of my clothes, and I was just looking at it like, fam, like some of them I was holding onto it. Like, should I keep this, man? Like, bro,
I have memories attached to this.
not even for me.
I have a bag of old like
Yeah,
soccer tops.
I just-
and stuff.
yeah.
yeah. It's just in the top of my closet.
Fam.
I'm like, bro, I don't want to throw that. I'm never
yeah,
gonna wear this
I
again.
got it. I couldn't, man. I couldn't keep them anymore. But I was just like, bro, it's crazy out here, man. How many homes did they say like have been like destroyed?
I remember
Like,
there's this
about-
town that
Thousands.
was what do you call it? A town that everyone had to evacuate. And I
Yeah.
was just watching it. It's like it's
sad.
like it's a ghost town now. You know when you
Yeah.
watch these movies and then everyone has to evacuate because of
Yeah.
something happening. It's like, oh, ghost town, no one's there. You're actually watching this like this reality
This is
now.
real life right
and
now.
this is like our home. Like
Yeah.
like this is like in the same town. You know,
Yeah.
for me, like government's like, man, like
That's crazy.
imagine we have to evacuate and just leave our home, and then next thing you know, the place we live at
There's
is
nothing
gone.
left.
There's nothing. Then we're just grabbing whatever we have with us.
It's like what 5 million hectares or something has
Yeah.
been burnt since, and this
a
has
lot.
been going on since September.
around September.
Yeah, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's getting worse and worse.
It's
And I think
crazy.
next week we're supposed to like it's gonna pick up again because
Oh,
the
they-
weather is just getting worse and
Nah,
worse.
trust, not don't. Go on, wait, put it out there, bro.
No, it's not.
Shit, bro.
But like,
Oh, Jesus.
amen.
Man.
But yeah,
Preacher.
no, people
Yeah.
have lost their homes. People have lost their lives. Animals. It's
Half a
just
billion
ridiculous.
animals.
So that number's
It is
real, huh?
Half a billion.
That number
Also,
was
that made
like
me realize like there's a lot of animals out there.
Yeah.
half a billion. That's
This
what
guy's
that
gonna
was.
somehow flip it to vegans or something, bro.
No,
Hey.
absolutely not.
Nah, like,
This is not the time
Like,
for that.
but
half
think
a
about it.
billion is a half a
Koalas and
billion.
kangaroo, man, like that.
Yeah.
That's
Apparently,
that's
koalas are functionally
Yeah, man.
extinct now. I don't know what that means, but
it's
possible.
it's like right now
Like,
the
they
amount that is not able to sustain like the like
Wow.
generations.
So they'll
to come or
literally need to
something
start
like
breeding
that. Yeah. Like
Just force them. I don't know.
no, it's not how it works, man.
Damn. Just
wait, that's not how it works.
Well, I mean, they sleep for like 18 hours of the day,
And they've
really,
got
bro.
chlamydia. None of the other ones want to sleep with them.
I think they all know. They all got the thing, bro. But wait, 500,000. That's a big number, bro. Like
That's
it
a lot of
sounds,
animals.
it sounds a lot.
Billion.
Half a
billion.
billion. Okay,
With a
cool.
B.
Listen to this. It sounds a lot, but we actually really don't realize
No, no,
how
that's
much half a billion
500
actually.
millions.
Fam, like and that's
Dude,
how much is a million in one?
That's 500,000,
how much is
100,000.
It's a lot.
oh my, this is bad, bro.
We don't realize it's a big number. Half a billion.
But I said
right?
that I was thinking about it. It's like there's a lot of flies.
I did think I was like, maybe it's insects.
Yeah,
Nah, it's definitely animals, bro.
You think?
Yeah, I think they said
Okay.
animals.
I don't think
man.
that they're counting flies.
I don't
or-
know, man.
I don't think anyone's
No
keeping
lizards.
track of the flies, bro.
Does it mean like all the snakes are gone?
Not all the snakes. Oh, this guy, man.
Hey.
Some of them are beautiful, man.
Sorry.
Snakes.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, bro.
No, but
Dang.
that breaks my like. I was watching, like,
Actually
bro,
messed
this
up.
is bad. Like,
I heard someone say something really cool, and I think we should all do this.
Mm.
They're like, once the fires are over and everything's getting, people are
it will
slowly
become
getting back
over,
to their
yeah.
feet. We should all start going on road trips to these areas
Yeah.
with like empty skis, nothing planned, whatever, and start like buy from their stores, rent in their motels,
Oh,
like
yeah.
do all that, like, and really give back. And I was like,
Invest
that's dope.
back.
I want to do
Definitely,
that.
that's
I want
pretty
to do that. I want to
awesome.
start like praying with
That's
people
awesome.
and
100%,
talking
bro.
to people.
Yeah, no, I was actually really starting to think like, what the heck am I going to try and do this year to like
to
give
have
back or invest? Not even in terms of the bushfires, but anything. But
In
obviously,
general,
that's
yeah.
an area now. But like, yeah, this year I'm like, that's a goal, man. That's definitely what man's trying to do this year, man. Start an initiative kind of thing. Man.
And shout out to all the firefighters,
Man.
all the
Yeah, I
volunteers.
had a couple pull up and work
just
today, man. I was like,
Everyone who
For real.
is going
you know,
out
in
there.
Victoria, this is the statistic I heard:
terms of the-
1,500 firefighters are paid. 35,000 are
Are
volunteers.
volunteers.
no way.
That's insane, bro. People are literally like
Yeah.
volunteering
They can't
their
pay
lives.
everyone.
people that you won't
Way too
realize. Yeah, I
many.
got a couple of people at work. They volunteer. I'm
Some
like,
people at church.
I'm like, bro, you're getting paid
Yeah, that's awesome.
here at work,
That's
but then you
honestly
decide to go
awesome.
volunteer to fight fires on the weekend.
This
Yeah.
is like that's
Like-
beautiful, man.
Like,
What
whoa.
did you fight?
And there's
No,
people.
that was the hers, bro.
I know there's people coming from overseas as well, firefighters who
Yeah.
have come from overseas to
Some
help
came from
as
the
well.
US and whatnot.
It's
Wow.
amazing. It's just amazing to
But
see.
but this is what it is. Like when we're going through something, I love seeing everyone come together
Yeah.
and donate
Damn,
and do this.
Southeast went hard out on
Bro,
the weekend,
Like,
bro.
we are always like, I love seeing that. Like it's such a movement where it's like we're going through this. Even look, I
It's
look
nice
through
when
the
everyone
comments.
finally puts
People,
aside their
yeah,
differences.
people from
Honestly.
different countries
What
and
are the
this.
differences?
Like my heart goes out to you guys. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, this is like.
money, food, people are donating
Whatever,
everything.
whatever,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Like, shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to Human Race.
Shout out to Stephanie.
Nice.
Stephanie from Southeast, from
Yeah,
like
yeah,
our
yeah.
area and stuff. She did like collection.
Yeah, yeah.
And
She actually
had,
wasn't
like, a
meant to
garage
make it
full.
start like that. Like it wasn't gonna go that. Like she didn't expect.
She didn't
it to
expect
kick
it
off
to go
like that.
big, yeah. But yeah, she did like a collection. She was taking food, milk, all of these things, and like she had a garage full. After like a few days,
Yeah.
people were just like bringing food, pasta.
I don't even know if it really kicked off after a few
was
days, bro. In the space
amazing.
of the day
yeah.
on the Saturday.
Yeah. So people
Bro.
just dropped off stuff
Oh,
at the front of her
wow,
house.
bro.
They're like, here, and then I think she went down yesterday or something
What was yesterday?
to
Sunday?
one of the
Yeah.
towns, and like distributed all this stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
amazing to see people like
Beautiful,
give
bro.
up free time
Should
and
we do
all
that?
that.
We set up one of
Honestly,
our houses
I don't see why
and
not.
then rent a.
Because
I don't
I
see why
realize
not.
it's
Rent a truck.
still actually
think it
you're
would
still
be
gonna need
amazing.
to be doing with like we
For a
actually
long
still gotta
time,
keep
we
doing
would
this,
need
man.
to. Yeah.
They said they want more cash though,
Really? Because then they also
because then they can choose how to spend.
had
it.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
It actually
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
a lot of
'cause-
things are going to need to be rebuilt as well. So that
They need
cash
money for
would-
that. They don't need
Yeah.
diapers.
Yeah. Damn, man.
It'd be cool if you just come through and just do it for free.
This
So
one I
this is
realized, man. I wish
2020.
I was a millionaire, bro.
Ooh, that's a
Diapers.
good idea.
Yeah.
Diapers.
What'd you say?
Because we are crap this year.
Oh, you mean from the beginning, or what you say?
Fires,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's been mad.
World War.
And we've been like looking so forward to this year. Like,
I'm still keen on
2020.
the year, man. Like the year only just started, man. You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
we want a week deep. Like, we shouldn't judge the year.
We ain't even a
because-
week deep.
What are we? Like, couple of days?
Today's the 6th, yeah, bro. We ain't even a week deep. Now we are when this
episode
drops.
28.
End times?
Oh my.
Is it end times?
Every time something happens there, man.
And that's everybody jumps to.
I-
Man's just Christian and all
I-
too,
I-
yeah.
All I know is that it says no one knows the time of the
Yeah,
day.
no one
Yeah.
does. But I mean,
Like, look, I'm a Christian. I definitely believe things go mad, and the Bible's predicted there's so many things that we're seeing happening
Yeah.
in our nation from the north. This, that, wars, rumors of wars, things going on in different places. Right? Cool. Bam. But every time a natural disaster goes down,
Yeah.
it's not time for the Christians to sound Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Sure, fair enough. Jesus should be proclaimed. Yeah.
Okay, let's give
can you
background.
blame them for
Hey,
being
wait,
cautious?
Let's give background.
But don't give people.
No, I agree. Be the hands and feet
Yeah,
while you're
yeah.
going to proclaim as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's give background information
Yeah,
to people
yeah, I
what
like what
this
you
means.
just said, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the book of Revelations,
Ooh, revelations.
President Remix or what? Yeah, it's talking about the end times.
Mm-hmm.
End times referring to when the world's gonna end.
Yeah.
Right, and they give signs to when it's gonna happen. Yes, so it's gonna say signs of wars. It's gonna say this hunger, and then it's gonna say what do you call it? Natural disasters and everything.
Yeah.
So what we're saying right now is, as soon as a natural disaster happens, or this happens, or war is happening, or whatever, everyone is jumping and say end of times is near.
Fam, when my family went to, I can't remember what year this. I think it was
2012?
2012. No, it was 2014. 2014. When my fam went to America. Yeah, Cali was hot, bruv. And this was their
This is their
winter.
fires. Yeah, yeah.
I think this was the time when they had their fires.
Oh, no, their
actually.
fires?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't their
was like
fires.
2 years
No,
or
yeah.
something, yeah.
It was winter, yeah, but piping hot. Like I'm talking like Gold Coast hot, bruv. And they never really even get like that hot, yeah. But this is winter as well, which is why it's mad. Like the amount of like Jesus is coming signs that man would see on the street was like,
You know what my
It
thing
was
is? It's
mad.
like it might be the end
Yeah.
times. This is the only guarantee. We're closer to the end times
every day.
every
Yeah.
day, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
But as long as I haven't raptured, people need help on earth. I'm gonna help out.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
like, what's happening right now, happened like 5 years ago, and happened like before that and before that. If that
Yeah,
makes
so we're
sense.
literally just 5 years
So-
closer.
Yeah, like
Like,
literally-
that's the only
like-
guarantee
like-
you
like-
have.
Like imagine like during World War II. Now that definitely would have felt like
End
end
times.
times.
Of course.
You feel? Oh
Crikey.
snap! Everyone is boom. Everyone's leaving, and then I can imagine it being like feels like empty, right?
Yeah.
And then fast forward, 2010 and then 2012, something would have happened. People are like, oh snap!
No cap, I was scared for 2012 December 21st.
Yeah.
I was like,
Was it December
is
21st?
it gonna change?
I was scared, bro.
Even like natural disaster that happened,
the movie was good.
tsunami, all that. People would be like, oh snap! It's close. It's close.
Yo, like it's crazy how many things are going on at the same time everywhere. Like Indonesia's apparently got mad floods.
Bro, Indonesia's
Wow.
drowning. The
Yeah.
country, they're moving the
Oh, isn't
capital.
it like what?
Over the next 5 years, they're gonna move the capital from Jakarta to somewhere else because Jakarta's
wow.
gonna sink.
Atlantis? Is that what they're saying? Like underwater go? Oh, what does sink mean? How does a thing sink?
I do not understand this stuff.
Is it the
That's
rain?
when
I don't know
That's
what
like
that
when they
means.
say the Netherlands is beneath sea level or something like that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
How? Why are you guys not swimming?
I don't get it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I heard that, man. I didn't look into all that too, man.
We're praying for everyone who's
Yeah,
caught
no,
up in
honestly,
all of
like
that.
it was cool as like
Ew.
on a Saturday, like that's when I was like, yo, I'm trying to be able to be at a point where I can influence change or help. Like
Yeah.
you need, and whoever, and if you are as well, it's like that's the call of a human. Like
I
it
think so. I
still
think
makes me crazy.
We're
Yeah.
meant to serve each other.
It's crazy that people don't have that mentality. Like we said one time, like some people never have an inkling of social justice in their life
Yeah.
ever. Like, whoa, man. But like, yeah, after seeing the way people pull through together, even some of the homies from high school, man, chucking up fun rows, it growing exponentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's wild, man.
Yeah.
I got a quick, like, random ass question.
Yo,
What is the hottest planet?
hottest planet.
Yeah.
Well, in our solar system,
Yeah,
Yeah, in our,
closest
in our, in
to
our,
the sun,
no,
right?
no, no, no.
Owen's
No, that's not a joke.
Uranus?
That's not a joke. In our solar system.
Uranus? Mercury? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Mercury.
Is it
isn't
Mercury?
Closest in
Saturn?
our solar system. Yeah.
Neptune?
Because Mercury is closest to the sun.
Yeah,
Is that your reason?
yeah, that's it.
Is the sun a planet?
What's the song for the planets?
I do
Goes
not
in
know.
order.
I-
Just Mercury, Venus,
Bro, my
Earth,
parents
Mars,
kept
Jupiter,
moving
Saturn,
countries when I was meant to be
Uranus.
learning this. Every time I'd hit a year
You
level.
didn't get to learn it.
Same with the
So
reading at clock.
sorry, man.
You didn't learn how to read a clock until a hot minute?
Until year 5, 4,
Oh,
5.
yeah, no, it took me a hot minute too, and I was in one place.
Dummies?
Nah, man was smart.
So I found out the answer was Venus.
Venus?
Yeah.
Does Mercury have a
Because Mercury is the
ozone or
closest to the
something, or what?
sun. So I'll
Venus would be hot. Serena's winning everything.
Oh my gosh.
this guy, bro? What?
Told you it's not a joke every time.
It's a joke thing.
I was watching this thing on YouTube today, yeah. So
Oh,
this
you
guy,
went down the rabbit hole.
So this guy
I
know.
bet you this start off with how to cook chicken breast.
Honest, man.
maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it was this guy that he goes to Harvard University and he's just asking them questions. You have to answer like you have to get 5 of them correct and they'll give you half an 11.
Oh, I saw this pop up. I was meant to watch this. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was amazing.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, okay, yeah, it's because it doesn't have an atmosphere. No,
Oh,
man,
bro,
smart.
let him speak.
Sorry.
He's gonna tell us
Oh,
why.
you actually search it up?
No, I said it, and I'm
Nerd?
it was.
Huh?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's Venus
Yeah, yeah.
because Mercury doesn't have an atmosphere. So
Yeah. Oh, so you're watching the video?
Wait, hold up. So that means you can't sing the atmosphere. You can't sing that, Mercury?
this guy's trash. He's trash. He's trash. Cars doesn't know the lyrics. Don't even try to sing it.
Yeah,
But
continue.
yes.
Your
Wait, hold
YouTube
up.
findings.
This guy said the atmosphere is falling
Yeah,
down.
That's a bad thing, bro. Look at these guys. Lost their mind. Just gonna take a short break, guys.
Are you denying those lyrics, Carlos?
Hey, get up, get up, get up.
Is that what you actually said?
Nah.
Hold on. Isn't he wearing one of the homies' jackets?
Why you gotta bring it
I
back
don't
to
think
that?
he's wearing a t-shirt underneath.
Oh, don't tell me you're not wearing a shirt under that.
I don't know. Let me check. Nah, I can't check now.
All right, so yes, continue with this video.
Yes. No. This
Oh,
was
that's
the
it?
video. No,
Yeah.
it was like some good questions. But
What's that? So if you get, is it 5 hard
Yeah,
questions?
he's like 5 questions, and then if you get all of them right, he gives you out an 11.
Oh, okay. I thought we get something too from,
Why would you get something for?
I don't know.
Besides, you got the first question wrong.
I got a crazy question about LeBron James.
Question.
Don't do it.
Oh, nah. Get out of here, bro. This guy asked us the mad question before the beginning of this shit, and
Spicy.
we will not say that on
Sure,
here.
you're not gonna ask that question.
Look at him. He's taking a drink just to do it.
Why are you always trying to be spicy for?
Oh, man.
So what's your question?
Nothing.
Speaking of The Irishman, you guys haven't watched it, huh? It
really
takes a
need to-
while. It takes
Bro,
a
I need to
while.
watch.
I'm
I need to
halfway
watch
still.
Joker. I need to watch
You still haven't
Knives
watched
Out.
Joker yet. You still haven't watched Knives Out.
Knives Out.
Bro, what are you doing?
I know one.
what do you do with
I
life,
have no one
man?
to watch movies with.
Bro,
All you
got
do is
time.
watch, like-
You hear that, guys? No one needs some people to watch some movies with and that. Bro, we got you, bro. Just let us know when it's the
Yeah, just
time,
say what's up,
innit,
said, let's go
man?
to the
You
movies
guys have
today.
all seen them. Damn it.
Oh,
Told
yeah,
you you'd
true,
watch
that's
it
why.
again.
No, but
Really?
I said I watched
Yeah.
Knives Out
For
again.
me?
Nah, just because it's a good movie.
yeah, I agree with Daniel. You know, you can just watch it at home.
Wrap up the episode. Wrap up.
Real quick. All right, so I was watching Irishman, yeah?
Uh-huh.
And
You Penthouses. You know, that's the actual name of the thing.
yeah, the original book.
Yeah.
So,
repaint houses?
do you paint houses? I heard you paint houses.
I heard you paint houses. Yeah,
it's
do you
a,
paint
it's a
houses?
thing. It'll make sense when you watch it.
Are you about to spoil the movie?
Kind
I
of,
can
not
tell
really.
they're a mafia and their house painting is the thing.
Shut up.
Bro, I know how mafias work.
Shut
Come
up, bruv.
on,
You have been a
underbelly.
good youth, bruv. Your whole life, man. Look at
But carry on.
Preach, man.
So, without spoiling it, eventually this guy outlives everyone that he's known, right? Whatever. That's the mafia life. Everyone dies or gets locked up, yeah? Outlives everyone, yeah?
Yep.
And he's like mad old or whatever. And for me, I was just looking like, because you see so many people like degrade slowly as they're getting older as well. And I was just like, I remember for a hot minute, like so many of my friends in high school would be like, oh, I want to die young. I want to this, that. And I'd be like, whoa.
Sorry?
Yeah, no, like let's say like they're saying like 50
Yeah,
or something, right?
Because it's like I don't go deteriorate.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, you mad, bro? I'm trying to,
Yeah,
I'm
what
trying
kind
to
of
be
friends?
old.
say
but I
that,
realized
bro?
not everyone actually like, pass out in their sleep. Like some people like is
Get sick.
deteriorate.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, bro, getting old kind of crazy, huh? Like, are you guys
I think
kind
I'm
of scared to get old, bro?
a
Like,
little. I don't like the idea of losing ability to take care of myself.
Yeah.
That's
the main thing, yeah.
actually that's crazy because I was watching. I haven't finished it yet. I was halfway through The Upside.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
Hart
yeah.
and
Damn, I was
Bryan
thinking about that yesterday.
Cranston's one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, I heard it's real
so
good.
basically, Bryan Cranston's I think he's a billionaire or something like
Yeah.
that, right? And Kevin Hart's just out of jail, right? And so he starts taking care of him, and whatnot. And yeah, like so he's a quadriplegic, right? So he can only move his neck and his head, right, and his mouth. And
Is that
It's
ALS
like-
or no?
sorry,
Is that ALS? Well,
That's
No,
one
no,
of the
no.
conditions.
I don't know.
okay, carry on.
But basically, like he needs help for every single thing.
Yeah.
And it's like just seeing like Kevin Hart's like feeding him.
Yeah.
I'm watching with my dad. Like dad's like dying, right? It's like he's just wiping the food, like angry, falls on his shirt. The guy just like goes, ah.
Yeah, legit.
Bro, it's like imagine not being able to go like
Yeah. Wipe it off. Or
right, or not being able to go like.
Can't, if you're
"Bro, let
itchy,
me
bro.
just feed myself. He needs someone 24/7,
I see.
right? Like that is not fine. But then there's some people that are just weird. Like, okay, I've always thought the most beautiful life you can live, right, is get married at an age where you fall in love with a person, right? That's the one person you're married to your whole life. You have children together. They eventually grow up. They start having children with whoever they've fallen in love with, right? You get old. You're just fun grandpa, fun grandma, whatever, right? And you get old, and in a perfect world, you die of old age, right?
What the heck is dying of old age, bro? Can't you just keep aging?
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Bro,
Age,
eventually, I
I
guess your
Old
heart's
and
like,
you-
nah, come on, bro.
Yeah, but like dying of old age means someone wrong.
Yeah, but like,
Everything in you
Die-
is not
but
going
you
to
can die
function properly
peacefully.
the whole time.
yeah,
peaceful.
dying peacefully.
Yeah.
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 At an older age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Right. This girl that was in my class, bro, she was telling me, her aunt is a doctor, and these two old people came up to her, and they were like, because euthanization is not legal here, right? And they wanted to do it under the table, and she was like, "Nah, get out of my office."
Yeah.
But basically, they were both 70, the husband and wife, very healthy, very healthy. Their children, they have 6 kids. All those kids are having kids now, right? Like their life is ideal. They're well off, everything, but they're just like, we feel like we've had a good life. That's enough for
Let's
us.
wrap it up, Dean.
I cannot imagine
Yeah.
the thought process that would go, you know what? Send me.
Just send it.
I
Like,
know.
is that not just committing suicide?
Without saying all of that, it comes down to the same
Sorry,
thing.
not
And
committing. Isn't that just dying by suicide?
Yeah, like terminating your life.
They want a
earlier
peaceful
or
way of
pre-
doing it. That's what it is. Wow.
without anything
That's
going
nice.
crazy
That
later
is
down the
suicide,
future.
right?
Basically,
really is,
yeah.
yeah.
You're
I think-
ending
Like,
your
I
life.
can't see the difference.
I
Yeah.
think the big factor here is that they feel like they have fulfilled whatever they needed to fulfill, right? They came on earth, they did this, they did great things, the legacy behind kids, blah, blah.
Is that not ridiculously selfish though? Because like, let's say they're 70 and God's given them till 98, 80, right? Those grandkids go from being 6 and losing your grandparents to being 16 and losing your grandparents. 10 years with your grandparents. Like, isn't that not
Yeah.
selfish to strip those children from that?
It is.
Just
that-
strip,
It is. It's,
or even your kids, like they
How-
need advice in raising their kids, and they want to get that from you
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
next 10 years.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, man. Because I was watching the Kevin Hart interview as well.
With
Sorry,
his
the
dad,
Kevin Hart
yeah?
thing, and I was like, damn, his dad's still kicking it out here. Like
Yeah.
his dad is able to see
then
his
later
youngest.
on-
I ain't.
Oh.
yeah, what are you
Man's ain't too
saying?
deep.
Well, hold on.
I haven't
How many
finished.
episodes you watched?
2 episodes only. Bro, you still haven't watched all the movies, bro.
Yeah, they'll come at
But
us.
yeah, but I was seeing his dad like hang out with his kids and everything. I was like, you need that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be nice.
you know what I mean? Like,
You know what's amazing when he's saying like, I'm forming a fantasy.
yeah. For
He's
them,
like-
this,
he's like, I've never
that
had
hit
this.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he- and
not
he
even
is-
not even that. This wasn't conceivable in their area. Like
Bro,
this wasn't
it's
something they
not
could.
pos-
They
this isn't
they
something
didn't
that
picture
people
that.
achieve.
That's
Yeah.
movies for them. You know what I mean?
Insane. And
where
he
he
was
grew
saying
up.
like I look at my dad and it's like I love him because father son, but like there's love there, but there's no bond.
Yeah.
That was a bar.
That
But
was
he's
sad.
saying like his kids have a bond with their
Yeah,
grandfather,
man.
which
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
That's wow, man. What was I even about to say?
Documentary's good.
I found
Yeah.
it crazy how like the parent who had instilled so much like love and lessons in his life, which is his mom, is the one that ends up like she passed early, and now he's like living out his adult years and his success with the father that actually wasn't present. It's like coming to terms with that reality, and now like just look. That's wild.
Has his dad asked him for the money yet?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
Did
the
he?
one that I did. Yeah, he did.
So his dad comes up to me, he's like, "Yo, Kev, like I need 2-3 minutes to talk to you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't seen
I need
that yet.
$7,000 for like this
Machine.
machine to help me sleep better or something."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You don't need to talk to me for 2-3 minutes. Like, how much do you need? 7,000. Here's 20.
He's like, just
He's
ask.
like, and if you let me punch you in the guts 2 times, I'll give you 200,000.
Nah, that
Like, it's cool because they're jokers.
Yeah,
Kevin
almost.
Hart's
yeah.
something else, man.
But that's dope. Like the fact that his father was in his life when he needed him to be,
Yeah.
but at the same time he's able to treat him like it's not your fault kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
It seems so hard because it's like, how do you get over that?
Honestly.
like, you're in my life now, but yeah, you're my dad, but
Like,
are you
that's
just in it because I'm
tremendous.
successful? Like, can I not forgive you? Can he not forgive his dad? Is he
But I
wrong to
think
like
that-
just kick his dad to the
I think the
curb?
thing is he doesn't blame his dad. That's the thing.
What's about
because-
his dad
Blames the
environment?
drugs or
Yeah, because it's like drugs got to my dad,
I
crack
think-
and all that stuff.
I think
so-
it's fair to go. I think you have to forgive.
yeah.
Okay, at least as a Christian, you have to forgive. I think it's fine to not build that relationship, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's perfectly fine. But I think, and Kevin Hart seems like a genuinely good-hearted person,
Yeah.
no pun intended. But it's like I think for most good-hearted people, they'd be like, you know what? Like, I do want that relationship
yeah.
somehow.
Especially when it's come to the point, not where you're in power per se, but it's like you're on the better foot now. All things accounted for, all things taken into consideration. You've turned out cool.
Yeah.
It's like
I think also at that level of money, you're like imagine like having that much money, I still can't buy that
Yeah.
yeah,
relationship.
yeah.
I think it makes a difference if his pops was to walk away from the family and say, yo, like I'm leaving
I don't
you.
want these kids.
I don't want these kids. And then after he walks away, and then after the Kevin Hart makes it bigger, he comes back, hey, what's up,
Yeah,
fam?
yeah.
Hey, wagwan.
Now, that's a different story. Kevin Hart be like, hey, yo, like I appreciate that you're my father and that, but you walked away. You didn't want us.
Yeah.
So
It's only me realize
fair
as well,
enough.
just watching that, only 2 episodes deep, the amount of like meetings these guys really be doing.
Kevin is
The guy's always in a
busy.
meeting.
He's busy.
In the interview, he has 3 calls before he. Sorry, okay, let's start this interview. The dude's just hooked up 3 different deals, 3 different
Yeah.
meetings. I'm like, okay.
That's
He doesn't
nice.
want to stop. He's on
I
the
like
that's the
line.
thing. He's always
But
like,
yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
be like that.
I want to
But the
Kevin Hart.
downside is like your family. You don't have time for your family.
Nah, they're good.
And his kids, no.
He somehow
It's not
makes it.
good.
I don't know. He somehow. I don't.
I'm sorry, if I was his wife, I don't think I'd really like that.
But
Like
that's the
you're
thing,
out
that's-
of the
that-
house
that-
23 hours of the day.
That's what you signed up for, though, being the wife. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, if you're coming to me and you know this is what I've been doing, even during the dating stage and all that stuff, you know what's gonna happen. You know, I might not have, this much time for you. And
He's
so on,
always
so on.
traveling as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is just adds to it. Like that's just ridiculous.
Imagine when
Same.
it's
Crazy.
tours, bro. Fuck.
She comes with.
Sometimes.
So
I know
who-
we want to wrap it up and make it a quick ep and that, but you guys just sparked the question that I kind of had.
All right, go.
So marriage and all that, blah, blah, whatever. What do you guys want to have set in place before you get married? Like what in your life do you want to have sorted out? Like what's I don't know if it's one thing or whatever. What's something that it's like, nah, I can't get married without blah, 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 X, Y, Z.
Married?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of stuff before getting into a relationship, bro. I didn't even catch
That's
it right
good
now.
as well.
The dude got
Married.
commitment issues, bro. This guy, bro.
Definitely have both of us having like a professional job. For me, graduating and then having like a professional job where it's like we can afford to live, in our home and pay for our bills and all of that type of stuff. So I think that for us being financially stable is one thing we definitely have to get right.
No. He's thinking hard about this, isn't it?
I think for me, I see that kind of stuff. I think more on a character thing. I want to be at the point where I just never think of porn
Yeah.
before.
Or even just like, well, what's the basis of that? What do you mean?
I just feel like to properly love your wife
Yo, that's mad.
is to never, is to choose to never look at another woman.
Do you guys think that that's what like our parents do? Like, you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Do our parents check out other people, bro? Or
No,
you know what I mean?
okay,
No, there's
you're not
difference
going to
between
become
admiration.
stupid.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
going to you don't get married and you're like, no, nobody in the world's attractive.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
not
dumb
the
stuff.
reality.
Yeah.
But I think there's a difference between choosing to indulge in lustful desire versus
Or even allowing your mind to go
Versus-
down the rabbit hole.
or that
Yeah.
versus that's a good looking woman
Yeah.
or that's a handsome man or whatever.
Nothing
I
there
think
than checking
for-
out a
for
girl
me,
with your
that's-
girl, bro.
There's nothing better than.
Nah, not obviously nothing.
Huh?
But it's a nice experience when you're like, oh damn, she look good today. Like, oh, that dress looks good on her. Da 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 da.
Are you allowed to say that about
Wait.
somebody you guys both know?
So
Mama does not like this whatsoever.
So you're okay with Mama looking at
I
another
was
guy,
like, there's nothing
No,
worse
homo,
than when he
I'm-
tells me that stuff.
bro? And okay, what if it's one of your homies? He looking good.
Nah, no homo, yeah. Like, nah, bro.
Imagine your
Wait,
girls look at your homie and say you're looking
but,
good.
But I can see it if it's like, if you just hang out and she goes, oh, his beard
Like,
is looking good.
Yeah, it's like,
No.
his drip is on point
Yeah,
today.
see,
Like, ooh.
but this stuff is they're not commenting on how they look.
Why is he doing this?
No, listen. They're commenting on the drip, on the shoes, on the beard, on the jacket.
Or like, oh, he's lost weight. Oh, yo, he's getting buffer.
Oh, see, those
Da,
stuff is
da.
different. I don't care about those stuff. He looking good. Like,
Where else does it go?
no. There's a difference, bro.
Yeah, it's the
There's-
tone,
there's-
it's the
there's-
approach.
no, trust.
I get what you're saying.
There's a difference between, oh, that's a nice dress. Oh,
Like his
No,
face.
it's not.
Like, are you
Stop
saying?
it.
Are
Get
you
off.
saying like the compliments? Like his face looks good. Like
yeah,
he's
like,
handsome.
he
he
them
looking hot.
lips. Yeah, like, oh, he looking kind of fine.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a different story. Because someone can look fine with trash clothes on, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, if they have nice face.
moving
nice
on,
smile-
moving on.
Yeah, bro, you're
Alright,
fine with it.
what's your two?
you
What's
go.
your things
That's a good question. I think just to be established, like.
in terms
That's a
of
very
money
broad term.
or?
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay, Daniel.
No, wait. Answer the thing,
Yeah.
bro.
What's established?
Like established is like, okay, you know what?
Established as in I've got my ground. He's gonna say
My
some
own
trash
business.
like
yeah, established, like, you know what I'm saying?
You're well known.
Established.
Practice. We're talking about practice.
No, like basically, like,
that. Talking about practice.
I don't know, man.
Established, innit?
Like, just established. Like, I gotta stop going.
How you gonna pull something
Alright,
out
thanks-
that you don't
thanks,
even
Carl.
know?
All right, yeah, Daniel. What do you think?
like, financial wise.
Yeah,
this,
nah,
that,
yeah, he killed it. Yeah.
Like at
Yeah.
the peak of everything.
Nah, hey, Mal, he's got it. He's done
Okay.
it.
As long as I know where I'm going.
Established.
Established. I just gotta be established.
This guy sounds
Spell
like
established.
Oh no,
S.
E
established.
T R.
Sorry. Okay.
Nah, nah.
Daniel, what's yours?
Ooh, why'd I ask this and I didn't even have an answer for myself? Maybe
tough one.
kind of have that direction of where I'm trying to go, kind of thing, in terms of, you know, where do I want to see, where would I want to see my family heading, but where do I also want to see myself? Like, ooh, something real crazy that we read once actually about like getting into relationships and stuff is like, sure, being together is cool, but what's the point of you guys getting together? Like, there's a why. Okay, so if you guys don't have a point in terms of why you're getting together, so you may as well just not be in a relationship or whatever, community relationship. In the sense that like,
Oh, what are you guys trying to achieve while you're
what?
together?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
going up to this level, what is achieving for you two? What is the point? Where's this going? You know, or like not even where's this going? Because you know when you say that you're thinking, oh, relationship, marriage, blah blah blah. But it's like,
What? No. What are we?
what are
wanna-
we achieving
Do
together?
we want to own 3 houses?
Why?
at some
Yeah.
point?
Why come
yeah.
together? Why make this a union? Why make this a commitment
My
thing?
dad's been
That's a
talking
why.
to me about that stuff.
That's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's very deep, and I feel like no one really be thinking that. You guys are cool. Oh, we got to because there's a connection there. Cool, bet, whatever. But it's like, all right, there's a connection, but where does that
Because
connection
you can
take
connect
you?
with anyone, really.
You really can, and that's
I mean, you
the thing.
can't love anybody though.
You can.
Nah.
There's a connection with 1,000 different people, bro. It depends
but
on how much you invest
there's
into that
different
seed.
types of connections though.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Obviously, yeah. But
You can connect as in like I connect with females. That's just all you.
sorry.
Yeah, connect in terms of that's just
Remember
my friend.
Carlos used to be like every girl's best friend?
That I
He
don't
used to be every girl's best friend.
like.
Like,
Established.
No, I get it. Don't you guys just
Don't
find
help
it
him.
easier to be friends with girls?
No,
Like,
that's
don't
not
you
what it
find
is.
girls just like being your friend?
Bro, this is what it is. This is what I
Don't help
realized,
him.
bro.
Don't help.
you guys always complain about girls and say they're too much drama. Now you're saying
I
they're
ain't
easy
cooking
to be
anything,
friends
but
with.
hey, I ain't cooking anything. But man's lit,
No,
bro.
I don't want to hang out with
No,
them.
no, Wagwan, hold on. Man's lit, bro. You know
I'm just
what I'm
gonna
saying?
go ahead and put his
Like-
mic down so we can continue having a very mature conversation. So, like I was saying, yeah.
I ain't capping right now. Man's lit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Put it up. Like,
In regards to what? Established.
Established.
like I think I got a good sense of I think I got a good character.
Good
you know what I'm
size.
saying?
Yeah, nah, you killed it,
Like
bro.
I have a lot of good guy friends too. I'm more best friends with guys. I don't know. That sounds weird. Anyways, hey, but going back to the
Bro, the
question,
guy
yeah.
is tired. Wrap up the
No.
episode.
Going back to your question, yeah. You do have connection with a lot of people, yeah, but there's different types of connections, right? So the connection that you have with Mawa, you don't have that connection. You can't have that connection with just anybody, though. You feel what I'm saying? So, oh damn, what you saying, Fal?
Nah, I ain't saying that.
You see what I'm saying? But I've seen you have connection with different females, but not on that.
Sorry?
level. Yeah, you heard
What?
me.
This is
Yeah,
my ears.
See Angela Russell.
Drop some names, please.
I'll definitely drop names.
Drop some names.
I'll definitely drop names. But hey, listen,
Carlos, we're
yeah,
having a chat after this.
yeah, don't worry.
That's crazy.
So what I'm saying is, I've seen you have connections with females,
Oh, you
yeah,
said it again.
along
Wow.
the way. Yeah, I'll say it again. So I've seen you have.
You don't need to do it a
no,
third time.
Don't interrupt me. Yeah. So I've seen you have connections with like multiple females. In high school.
What's he saying?
Digging a ditch.
No.
You're
Listen.
digging
Hey,
his
listen. Yeah. But that connection that you have with mom is a different type of connection.
No way.
So the connection that you have with other females like this is like, yo, you're my friend type of connection, right?
But Mar was a time thing as
It's not,
well.
it's not even a time thing.
You've invested
No,
so
no,
Like,
no.
she's like, sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Think about it. If he invested the same amount of time with another girl that he found equally attractive or equally fun to
Yeah.
be with or whatever, they would be at this point right
I don't
now.
know, man, because there is some. No,
Or if
I
she-
don't know.
if-
I'll
put
still
it with another
disagree.
guy.
No, I still disagree because there was pretty good females that came along the ways, like and he did put it time into it as well.
You know damn well Daniel was one of those
No,
guys
no.
in high school. I don't want to be in a relationship.
He was. He
But
was.
anyways, what I'm trying to say is, yeah,
No one in high school.
What
I
should be
get
in a
what you mean,
relationship.
though.
there's different types of connection. There's only
Yeah.
connection
That
that
should be
you
illegal.
connect with
They're
someone
not
in that
listening.
way.
Do you know that? They're not listening.
I don't care about these guys, yeah.
Anyways, no, what are you saying?
High schoolers in relationships?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
should be illegal.
It should be right. Let's just put these guys.
But yeah,
No one should let me have this in front of me anymore, man.
nah, I'm finna take.
I
that
get
away
what you
from
mean though, because two
Well, I know
people,
you guys are still talking about
can
this.
get together and then break up because, like, for years and just let's just say 2 years or whatever, they're trying to build that relationship, that connection,
Yeah.
but it's like you can't force it. If
Yeah.
it's not there,
No,
it's not
that's
there.
facts. That's the
It's not
thing,
by
yeah.
fire, by force.
When you have connection, you never have to force it. That's why I don't believe like falling out of love. That means you never had a connection, yeah. But going back to the basics in terms of like why we getting together, why this, why that, you need the foundation. And the foundation is that we have a connection and I actually love you.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. So the next level of
that's
getting together is
that's
like, why?
Why? Yeah. So, but I'm saying, but you need that foundation though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, I think
better
that's
dig what
it for
I'm
for this
saying.
episode. Hey, hope you all enjoyed it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Stay tuned. We got guests coming in the next few weeks.
Yeah, no
We've been
worries.
saying that for 4 weeks.
All right.
Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Listen on all platforms.
You
Watch
know.
our YouTube.
Bro, listen on one platform. Don't be crazy. Don't listen to us 7 times.
No, listen to it 7
Why
times.
not?
I mean, unless you want it. I need that stream money.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, no what? Then let me just shut up.
Hey, if you need us to sponsor you, I don't know what that means. but yeah.
And definitely find some way to help out with the bushfires and all
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I think there's a story going on. Everyone's probably seen it, and I think the person that shared it initially said $20 for each share, which is mad.
Yeah, I saw
But
that.
Sorry.
yeah, like every share that people have reposted to their story, they're gonna donate $20 or something like that. But yeah, find a way to give back right
Yes.
now, man. Like in the coming weeks. The nation's gonna need it. Southeast gonna need. Oh, sorry.
And
Yeah, you know. What
I
I'm
am looking for any African nations willing to accept me as we return home.
saying.
We don't want
Too
you.
late.
2020.
We don't want you. Good morning. Good morning. We don't want
I
you.
got good ideas for Sudan.
Have a blessed day, guys. Have a blessed week.
Sudan, we don't want you.
And Happy New Year.
All
Happy
right,
New
that's
Year.
enough. Wrap it up. Din, episode 28. Thank you for joining us on the Disruption Podcast.
Have a
We are your
disruptive
hosts.
week with the
Have a
most-
disruptive week.
Love y'all, man.
Mwah.
Good morning.